Welcome to Tech Commons Tips and Tricks with the Learning Technologies Group, offered through the UCSF Library. Let's get started.
In this presentation, we'll go over how to edit your course settings. These settings allow you to change the appearance, format, and default settings for your course. This should take about 7 minutes. Editing your course settings allows you to change the appearance and structure of your course. Generally speaking, the default settings are recommended for most courses, but you should review the configuration options to ensure that your course behaves the way you would like it to. So how do we do that? Go to your course and turn editing on. Go to the administration block that's located by default on the left-hand side. There are several options for making edits to your course in the administration block, but today we're going to focus on edit settings. General options will change the description of your course and choose which course format you would like, among other things. Some fields are only editable by category managers. In this section, you'll see the full name. This is the course name that will appear on the personal welcome page of every person who has access to your course, and at the top left of every page in your course. Short name. The short name will appear when the full name of the course will be too long. It appears as a link in the navigation block under My Courses. Course category determines which category your course will appear in. Visible gives you the option to either show or hide your course from students. Unless this is set to show, students will not be able to view your course. Course start date. This setting determines the start of the first week for a course in the weekly format. It also determines the earliest date that logs are available for any of your course activities. Course ID. This section is used to enable SRS enrollment and is typically used by administrators only. Course summary. The summary will appear with the full name of your course when a student views the list of course categories. Course summary files such as images are also displayed with the list together. Course format. This is where you choose the layout for your course on the course page. There are several formats available. For example, flexible sections. This format helps organize large amounts of activities or resources. This flexible format also allows you to organize your content into subsections. Sections can be collapsed or expanded to provide a more streamlined course homepage. Single activity can be used for displaying a single activity or resource on the course page. You can use this when you would like to display a single quiz or a presentation. The social format consists of one discussion forum with no option to add additional activities or resources. Collapsed topics. This allows individual users to expand and collapse the course sections. This format avoids the need to scroll down a very long page to access the bottom sections of a course. Topics. This is a default format for the CLE, and sections are typically named Topic 1, 2, or 3, but we recommend giving your sections a more informative name. Weekly. This organizes your course sections by week with a clear start and finish date. Moodle creates and names a section for each week of your course. The number of sections will help you determine how many topics or sections you will display on your course at any given time. Hidden sections determines whether hidden sections are displayed to students in a collapsed form or if they're completely hidden. Course layout. This setting determines whether the whole course is displayed on one page or split over several pages. Forced language. This sets the language for your site. You should leave it as the default, which is Do Not Force. News items to show. Every course includes course announcements, and that's an ideal place for instructors to post course announcements for all students to see. This setting specifies the number of recent news items that will appear in the latest news block, which can be added to your homepage. If you set this to 0, students will not see the latest news block at all. Show Gradebook to students. Many activities in the CLE allow the instructor to record grades. If this option is set to yes, students will be able to see their own grades. Not to worry, they won't be able to see their classmates. If this option is set to no, you can still record grades for students, but they will not be able to view them. Activity reports are available for each participant that show their activity in a course, as well as listing their contributions, such as a forum post or assignment submissions. These reports also include access logs. This setting determines whether a student can view their own activity report via their profile page. Files and uploads. Legacy course files allow instructors to import courses built in an older version of the CLE. It's recommended that you do not use this area unless you really know what you're doing. But you can always contact the Learning Technologies group if you need help accessing any older courses. We'll be happy to help you with that. Maximum upload size. This setting determines the largest size of a file that can be uploaded to the course. It's limited by the site-wide setting by an administrator. Activity modules also include a maximum upload size setting for further restricting the file size. If completion tracking is enabled, it will allow you to track the completion of activities in your course. Guest access. This setting determines whether a user can access the course as a guest without being required to enroll. A password allows guest access to the course to be restricted to only those people who know the password. Guests will be required to supply the password each time they access the course. Groups. If enabled, you have the option of breaking up your class into groups, and you have 3 different options for doing that. There are no groups, and that means that there's no subgroups and everyone is part of one big community. Separate groups means that each group member can only see their own group and all others are invisible. Visible groups means that each member works with their own group but can also see other groups. If a group mode is forced, then the course group mode is applied to every activity in the course. Course mode settings in each activity are then ignored. You can also set a default for grouping. Role naming. This setting allows the displayed names for roles to be used in the course to be changed.
Have questions about this video? Contact Learning Tech staff by email, Twitter, or visit our support center at learningtech.ucsf.edu.